Through the Mesa Police Department, the parents of the children in the video you're about to see chose not to speak with 12 News. But if you've got kids, you can just imagine how you would feel if they were treated this way. Mesa Public Schools gave us the video you're looking at right now. It shows bus driver Jamie Tellez taking kids home from school. One of them appears to throw a wad of paper toward a trash can and miss.
Get your down there and pick that up right now. I'm gonna knock out of you.
What happens next is what got Tellez arrested and charged with child abuse and endangerment.
Yeah, kids. Did I tell you? See what happens when you're standing in the aisle?
The child, an elementary schooler, hit the windshield hard enough to leave a crack and suffered injuries to his head and hip.
No, you don't use your foot, because if you were behind the seat, then you wouldn't be flying around the bus, would you?
According to the arrest report, when police questioned Tellez, the second-year Mesa Public Schools bus driver admitted to using foul language and to reacting badly.
Now you get over here and pick that up. You are the biggest pain in the you know that?
As the bus ride continues, so does the verbal abuse.
The truth of the matter is that I can't touch you, but every day I would like to beat the out of your little. You understand that?
Mesa Public Schools released a statement saying safety and security of the students is the district's first priority and that Tellez has been recommended for termination. Jamie Tellez cannot be terminated by Mesa Public Schools until the school board approves that recommendation. The next school board meeting will take place on October 22nd. Reporting in Mesa, Mitch Carr, 12 News.
A shelter has opened for evacuees at a school in Miami. That's where you find Team 12's Mitch Carr, who's live with the details for us this afternoon. Mitch.
Rachel, Gila County deputies went door to door, knocking on doors, telling residents in the Roosevelt Estates area, just steps from Roosevelt Lake, that it was time to go. There was thick smoke in the air and ash was falling from the sky like it was snow flurries, but that still wasn't enough to get everyone to go.
Well, tell them no. Well, where am I going to go?
Patrick Lynn has lived in Roosevelt Estates since 1992. The Woodbury fire doesn't bother him.
They don't think they'll hop the road, do you?
I wouldn't think so.
His friend and longtime roommate Cindy Berry is very concerned.
It's scary. You know, like I said, especially when you don't drive and you can't run. You know, what do you do?
Cindy wants to get out of the area and get somewhere safe. But what about Patrick?
Like I said, now I'm really getting scared. I don't know if we can get to the valley. I don't want to leave you. But what good am I?
At the same time Cindy and Patrick were speaking to us, Gila County deputies were telling their neighbors it was time to go. Patrick just hopes firefighters get the job done.
I don't know why they're not. I haven't heard an airplane one or a helicopter. So they're not fighting it very good.
And still, they sat, because going their separate ways, even for a wildfire, was just unthinkable.
I would hate to be gone and wonder what was going on here, you know?
So where you see that American flag fluttering, the smoke behind that, that's pretty much straight north down State Route 188. So that is toward Roosevelt Estates, where those two folks were living. Cindy and Patrick will be hoping that even though the smoke has reached their area, the flames do not. Reporting live in Miami, Mitch Carr, 12 News.
Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and for most Americans, that means eating and drinking way too much.
All right, sorry to be a buzzkill, but even though you will enjoy, no doubt, every single bite and every sip, you may not enjoy stepping on the scale the next day. So how can you recover from that belly-busting meal?
Well, we sent Mitch Carr to an exercise science expert at Mesa Community College to find out.
The first step toward burning those Thanksgiving calories is just not to eat them in the first place.
Just because you have a pumpkin pie doesn't mean that you have to eat the entire pumpkin pie.
But even Michelle Jung knows Thanksgiving isn't for moderation.
No, never. That's not the point of Thanksgiving.
Assuming you don't have the self-discipline of an Olympian, you'll consume as many as 4,500 calories in one sitting on Thanksgiving. and that is double what the average person should eat in an entire day.
The reality is you're not going to be able to burn off all the calories that you consume in one day.
So how do you burn the most calories the quickest in order to get back to normal? How's my form, Coach? Get that heart rate pumping with cardiovascular exercises, like the ones Mesa Community College had me do.
Roughly, if you're doing it at a more moderate pace, for a 150-pound individual, you're burning roughly 146 calories per 30 minutes of exercise.
Jung recommends 1 minute of exercise followed by 30 seconds to a minute of rest for as long as you can go. We're using a 30-minute workout.
And if you're a 150-pound individual and you're doing this, about 1 cup of mashed potatoes. He's at 24 seconds. A slice of pumpkin pie is about 280 calories. So absolutely, in a half hour of this, you will burn that pumpkin pie slice, or a little bit more than a half hour you'd have to do this for. You'll burn roughly 500 calories if you're able to do this 30 minutes.
Full body exercises are the best for keeping that heart rate up. This is called a burpee.
If you've just eaten a ton, this one I wouldn't recommend.
But even walking, or just doing anything but sitting on your couch, watching football, napping, and eating leftover turkey sandwiches will keep you from fearing your scale after your big meal.
You will burn roughly 275 calories with a jog walk combo.
Thanksgiving dinner takes just minutes to eat and days to burn off. But even if you can't get rid of all that gravy in a day, getting back to good habits by Black Friday is a step, maybe several steps, in the right direction. Charlie, look at athlete on camera. It's not easy. Mitch Carr, 12 News.
Ooh, good job, Mitch. I'm tired just watching him.
I know.
Are you going to do those 30 minutes of jump roping? Can you pull that off?
No, and I can't believe that's all it burns.
Yeah, I know.
I would have thought way more.